A very good evening. You're watching The Burning Question and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Today we are talking of an issue that possibly could become a huge talking point in the run-up to the big elections of 2024. Because this is the same party that calls itself Kattar Imandar. The Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, has said Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, Satyendra Jain today are all being made political victims. They said this is all political vendetta. In fact, Manish Sisodia has also been called Bhagat Singh by Arvind Kejriwal. But look at how the story has changed. The same Manish Sisodia, who's been a very, very close confidant of Arvind Kejriwal, he's been a former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister. But just about 330 crores has completely changed the narrative, and it has ensured that there is no bail. No bail for Manish Sisodia, jail for Manish Sisodia. In fact, on your screens, again, are different characters that summarize the entire story, and I clearly will not spend much time introducing all of them. But on one side, you have the man called Arvind Kejriwal. He's been trying to ensure that there is this image that is very, very carefully crafted, remember, that says, we are the ones against corruption. हम लोग कट्टर ईमानदार पार्टी है, is what Arvind Kejriwal has said time and again. He's repeated this ad nauseum, ladies and gentlemen. He's also created a coterie of people who are not just very close to Arvind Kejriwal, but who repeat almost and parrot the same line every time you speak to them. कि बाकी तो जी सब भ्रष्ट हैं, सिर्फ हम ही कट्टर ईमानदार पार्टी. But then, when things change, on the other side, you have leaders like Satyendra Jain, you have leaders like Sanjay Singh, and you also have Manish Sisodia. Now, all of them today, what is that one thing that's common to all of them? Arvind Kejriwal has called them Kattar Imandar. He has also said, bhai, inko Bharat Ratna dena chahiye. But today, all of them have been denied any relief by the courts. And Manish Sisodia is the latest case in point, and that's the reason why we are bringing out this entire conversation for you to understand that why today a party that used to say we are Kattar Imandar today has not been able to explain these very, very serious charges against them. The BJP says, wait and watch. Manish Sisodia is just a puppet. They say the next man to be arrested will be Arvind Kejriwal. Now just think of what will happen in case Arvind Kejriwal gets arrested. Not very long ago, Arvind Kejriwal had famously tweeted, said, ये तो सिर्फ शुरुआत है, एक के बाद एक देखिएगा, सब नेता arrest होंगे. He's been completely quiet on all the charges against Satyendra Jain, on Sanjay Singh, and also on Manish Sisodia. Whenever you ask them anything, all that they say is that the BJP is so scared of us, of a tiny little party that has emerged just a decade ago, 10 years ago, through the India Against Corruption movement, that they today are running so scared that they have ensured that our men are languishing in jails. When it comes to politics, one would say perhaps that could be a legitimate argument. But look at what the Supreme Court today has said. The Supreme Court was hearing a case that was moved for a bail by Manish Sisodia. The Supreme Court, ladies and gentlemen, no political party, no media channel, no journalist, but the Supreme Court of the country, while hearing the entire case, has quote-unquote spoken of a tentative money trail. It says a tentative money trail of 338 crores has been established. It is talking of cartelization, it is talking of prominence that were given to certain vendors in the Delhi Liquorgate scam. It is talking of money possibly that has exchanged hands. And while it continues to make all that argument, it does say that at this stage, it is difficult for us to give a bail to Manish Sisodia. The Aam Aadmi Party since then has responded very briefly. They say we respect the Supreme Court of the country, but we might appeal against this order. It's a very important story. Is this a huge setback to the Aam Aadmi Party before the big winter elections in the 5 states and the battle of 2024? First up the story, the reactions that have come in from all sides, and then we debate.
The Supreme Court has dismissed the bail plea of Manish Sisodia in connection with cases related to alleged irregularities in the Delhi excise policy case. A major setback for the former Deputy Chief Minister, Manoj Sisodia, who has been lodged in jail for close to 7 months in connection with Delhi excise policy scam. The court, while refusing bail, also took note of the aspects regarding the transfer of a money trail of 338 crores, which is tentatively established. BJP has said that the court verdict has exposed Aam Aadmi Party in Liquorgate.
Today, no less than the same Supreme Court has come out categorically with a verdict that money trail has been established, the Sharab Ghotala has taken place. Today the question is that how long will Mr. Kejriwal continue to defend these people? Mr. Kejriwal must resign. And today one thing is established, that the entire Aam Aadmi Party is involved in the Sharab Ghotala.
The BJP has also questioned the Delhi Chief Minister's silence on the matter.
अभी तक वो कहते थे पैसा है कहां, तो पैसा मीडिया की रिपोर्ट में नहीं बताया जाता, पैसा जांच एजेंसी बताती है न्यायालय के सामने, और न्यायालय के समक्ष उपस्थित साक्ष्यों के माध्यम से यह पैसा उजागर हो रहा है। अब मुझे लगता है केजरीवाल जी की सरकार को बताना पड़ेगा न्यायालय को कि पैसा कहां है, ये शराब घोटाले का पैसा कहां है। लगता डूब गया है पैसा।
A bench said that it has recorded the statements of the probe agencies that the trial in these cases will conclude in 6 to 8 months. The bench also noted that if the trial proceeds in a sloppy manner, Sisodia will be at liberty to apply for bail in these cases in 3 months. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So has the Ghotala, ladies and gentlemen, been established? What can the Aam Aadmi Party even say right now? And when it comes to corruption, like the Prime Minister said once, कि ये सब भ्रष्टाचारी एक साथ हो गए. We'll ask those questions to a panel of guests joining us. I do see Nigat Abbas, spokesperson of the BJP. The BJP says this is just the beginning. Arvind Kejriwal needs to resign on moral grounds now. Will that happen? We do not know. Shyam Prasad Meka is leader of the Congress joining us, along with Vivek Ji. He is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Akashdeep Muni is a political analyst and he leans towards the AAP. And Akashdeep, we'll begin with you. Ghotala has been established. The Supreme Court says that a tentative money trail, Akashdeep, has been established. What should Arvind Kejriwal be doing?
Okay, I want to put some facts straight in the start of the program itself. In this particular bail application, this is not about Sharab Ghotala, this is about the bail application of Manish Sisodia related to Sharab Ghotala. And there is no Sharab Ghotala in this, where the Justice Khanna, who is the judge, he himself asked the ED many a time that how will you establish the money trail to Manish Sisodia? And this particular case, if you have read the court order, you would know that there is no money trail to Manish Sisodia. And the BJP person...
So why wasn't he given a bail? You know, Akashdeep, I read the court order and here in my hands, I've even highlighted those points that you don't want to talk about. Akashdeep, you know, half-truth is usually very dangerous, and more so when it comes from political parties and netas, it gets even more dangerous. You know, you have a coterie to please, absolutely okay, Akashdeep, but in your heart you also know that this is a huge problem. You expected, along with the Aam Aadmi Party, कि Manish Sisodia ji को तो आज bail मिल जाएगी. Now, if there is no money trail, though the court says that a tentative money trail has been established, this is a PMLA offence, Akashdeep. It doesn't help if you talk over me. Please allow me to put that question to you and just ask you. You know, आपने बोला शीला दीक्षित चोर है, आपने और बहुत नेताओं को चोर बोला. आपने कहा हम इनके खिलाफ केसेस करेंगे, वो तो आपने नहीं किए. But today when the Supreme Court is talking of a quote-unquote a tentative money trail, why does the court at the end say, even if I take your argument saying कि money trail तो है नहीं, कहीं पैसा इधर से उधर नहीं पहुंचा, why didn't the court give bail to Manish Sisodia? Why wasn't he granted that plea?
बोलता हूँ. Let me answer. The court did not grant bail to Manish Sisodia because the court is granting time to ED and central agencies to investigate criminal conspiracy. Now mark my words. It is criminal conspiracy that they are investigating. They are not investigating money trail. And even the court himself has said to ASG Raju that भाई कहाँ से लाओगे मनी ट्रेल जब तक वहां तक पहुंचता नहीं है. दो आर्ग्यूमेंट्स में खारिज हो
You know,
जाएगी.
Akashdeep,
And one point,
Akashdeep, I
argument
hate to
has not
interrupt
yet
you, but you
started.
cannot be wrong. You know, you cannot be wrong. You cannot be wrong. You cannot slice and dice facts. And Mr. Mecca, you know this. The Congress,
wrong,
right
that
from
is
day
all.
one, has been talking of a Liquorgate scam. All Delhi Congress netas have been gunning for even Arvind Kejriwal. Mr. Mecca, do you want to give your helping hand to the Aam Aadmi Party today that is in deep, deep trouble? The party that has its genesis in an anti-corruption movement today is being accused of huge corruption, Mr. Mecca.
See, Deepthi, it's not about helping hand or anything. We need to speak the facts. We are not here to conduct a media trial. The bail is denied. The investigation team is given more time. That's about it. And as far as Congress party is concerned, yes, a thorough, fair investigation need to happen. It will come out. Now, on the political angle, people in this country, and especially the India alliance, is very clear from day one that we are expecting this. We are bracing for it. Many more such things will happen before the 2024 elections, and the agencies will act like frontal organizations of BJP and do many such similar things. And the commitment of the leaders of India alliance is very strong to what we are fighting for. We are fighting to save
No,
the
no, no,
constitution
Mr.
of this
Mecca, all you're
country.
thinking of
And
is
we are very
politics.
clear
You're not talking about corruption. And I hate to even interrupt you. Because, you know, I usually will allow all panelists to put out their opening comments before I begin to counter you. But see, you are also being oblivious of the truth, or you don't want to talk about the facts. So before I get in Vivek ji and Nigat, you know what the court has said? And Akashdeep, you must also listen into this very carefully. It talks about a Vijay Nair, who was the middleman, a go-between, a member of the AAP, a co-confidant of the Apple, and Manish Sisodia. He had interacted with Buchi Babu, Arun Pillai, Abhishek Bonapalli, Sarath Reddy to frame the excise policy on conditions and terms put forward to the satisfaction desire of the liquor group. Then it says Vijay Nair and the members of the liquor group had meetings on different dates. They prepared the new excise policy that was handed over to Vijay Nair. Thereupon, the commission/fee, which was earlier fixed at a minimum of 5%, goes to a 12% payable to the wholesale distributor. Then it comes down to the role of Manish Sisodia saying he was aware that 3 liquor manufacturers have 85% share in the liquor market. Then it talks about how the policy favored and promoted cartelization. It says the excess amount of 7% commission/fee earned by the wholesale distributors of rupees 338 crores constitute an offence as defined under Section 7 of the POC Act relating to a public servant being bribed.
I hope you will let
Mr.
me
Mecca?
also read out something.
See, Deepthi, you are
No,
speaking
would you want
as
to
if
respond
there is
to
a
this?
conviction today in the court.
That is,
Mr. Mecca first.
right?
You are okay, Mr. Mecca, to do a business with a party that calls itself Kattar Imandar, but 3 of its netas today have got no relief from the courts.
Yeah, that they will do their legal battle in the courts. See, the politics of the country is taken a different turn. The politics of the country is about the unemployment and the rampant
No, are you saying corruption does not matter?
the rampant corruption.
No, are you saying
across,
corruption does not matter? The Aam Aadmi Party is the same party that has its genesis in the anti-corruption movement, Akashdeep. Does corruption now matter to you or not?
See, corruption matters.
Of course it matters
But where
to you.
corruption has been done, let me tell you some facts. Justice
We are
Khanna.
worried about the corruption, about the PM Cares Fund. We are worried about the electoral bonds. We are worried about so many things.
Justice Khanna says that as per your ED case, there is
Mr.
no
Mecca
money
is Mr. Mecca is so much wanting to help you tonight, Akashdeep, and you must take his help, because obviously, you know, without the Congress, you can't be doing anything. No, the Aam Aadmi Party decided not to be a part of the show. I don't know why. दिन रात बोलते हैं कट्टर ईमानदार हैं, सब बोगस चार्जेस हैं, बट आज जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट बेल डिनाई कर देता आकाशदीप, द आम आदमी पार्टी डज नॉट वांट टू कम फॉरवर्ड एंड स्पीक ऑन द एंटायर इशू. अब बताइए.
The interesting factor is that, Deepti ji, that the Supreme Court, I have told you, the Supreme Court has said in the case itself, the Honorable Court has said that there is no case against Manish Sisodia. As per your ED case, the court said to the ASG that as per your ED case, there is no money has come to Manish Sisodia. So how did the money flow from the liquor group?
What is this 338 crores? Akashdeep, forget everything else. Forget everything else. What is this rupees 338 crores? क्या है ये पैसे?
These are the allegations leveled in the charge sheet, which has to be corroborated by arguments.
Achha. But this is the Supreme Court order, na? This is a Supreme Court order where the Supreme Court says that no, when they say Akashdeep, when they say, see, in a PMLA case, prima facie a case has to be established. Don't talk about the BJP today. No, you are not allowed to talk of the BJP. Tell me you can't defend the AAP and then I'll let you talk of the BJP.
Madam, the evidence that has been put in the charge sheet, that has to be argumented in front of the Honorable Court, and then
the court has recognized that evidence, no, Akashdeep. Even though I'm not a lawyer, neither are you, but you do understand this, that the court has recognized, accepted that argument that has been given by the Directorate of Enforcement there. Now Vivek ji is quiet. Vivek ji is quiet. Let's also get him into this conversation because we have limited time. Vivek ji, is corruption an issue or not? Should the Aam Aadmi Party come clean?
Yes, definitely corruption is not an issue. It is a very big issue in this country at the moment, you know. If you said that it's a 338 crore rupees, some tentative money trail, what has been said by the Honorable Supreme Court, but the final decision has not yet come. We saw in 2013 and 2013-14 there was a scam.
But the bail is rejected now on this ground.
Said was for 1,76,000 crore rupees was thought that it was a scam in the 2G scam, but finally what happened 10 years later, it turned out to be bogus. So you never know. Let the Honourables, we respect the court very much, but whatever decision the court will be giving, we will definitely abide to that. There is no doubt about it. But let the final decision come. We cannot make our own judgments at the moment.
But who do you think, Vivek ji, who do you think is the kingpin of the scam? Now, is this all Manish Sisodia and his brain, or you think someone else was guiding him?
I am not the judge of the empire, ma'am, that who's the kingpin. It's for the courts and for the agencies to decide. They'll put the proofs in front of the Honorable Court and they have to decide who's the kingpin and who's the culprit. So let the decision come out, then only we can think or say something about it. At the moment, there are only speculations that we can make. So unless the final judgment comes out, we cannot say anything about it.
But you know, lot of opposition parties दबी जुबान में विवेक जी ये भी कहती है कि बहुत सारी रेट्स बहुत सारी पार्टीज पे हो रही है, बट अखिलेश यादव को किसी ने हाथ नहीं लगाया अभी तक.
मैं अखिलेश यादव जी की बात मैं कह रहा हूँ कि 2022 में जब चुनाव हो रहा था किस तरह से रेट्स पड़ रही थी, और उन रेडों में बाद में पता चला कि जिन पम्मी जो जैन पे रेड की थी वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी का ही आदमी निकला. तो लगातार 2022 में इस समय आप देख रहे हैं राजस्थान में किस तरह रेट्स पड़ रही हैं, या बंगाल में क्या हो रहा है, या तेलंगाना में क्या हो रहा है. ये तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की एक प्रतिक्रिया है हर चुनाव से पहले, और मिस्टर जो कांग्रेस के हमारे सम्मानित प्रवक्ता बैठे हैं, he said कि एजेंसीज आर willing to act
Mr.
as BJP's frontal organization. No, let me correct him. They are acting like the frontal agencies of the Bharatiya Janata Party. There's no doubt about it. The entire country knows about it.
Okay.
And this is going to absolutely backfire for the Bharatiya Janata Party
Good, Vivek
in the coming 5 state
good
elections
to see this
as well
bonhomie
in the
between you and
2024
Mr.
election.
Mecca today, and interestingly also between the AAP and the Congress. आगे आगे आप क्या करेंगे एक दूसरे को तो पता नहीं, but Nika, today
Thank you
they
so
are
much
all
for that.
united and they say that you
Whatever
are
it will be,
targeting,
we'll
as
be
in the
standing
BJP
together.
is targeting them. Nikad, when it comes to issues of corruption, all political parties from the opposition say that you have acted against us, but what about leaders of your own? But I'm not asking you that question. I want to ask you about an important reference in this group, also of the South group, huh? The BRS Neta K. Kavita was called for questioning. Why are you going slow? Why is she going to be arrested next? Will there be action against her if you are genuinely against corruption?
Deepthi, whoever is corrupted will be behind the bars. No matter which party, which coalition, which government, which state, which caste, which creed, which color they come from. But before I come to that, I'd like to suggest the leaders of Aam Aadmi Party to be renamed. Starting from Arvind Kejriwal himself. Instead of Chief Minister, he should be start calling himself as HOCD, which is Head of Corruption Department. Satyendra Jain, instead of any minister, he should be called as Hawala Baba. Manish Sisodia should be called as Nasha Baba. And Sanjay Singh should be called as Vasuli Baba. Oh my God, the people who were swearing on their honesty have dismissed the governance of truth at all. Completely they've done that. And it is
Nigad, you know, I hate to interrupt you also, but I have to do this because I have to be fair. See, you've ducked my question. You've ducked my question. Viewers are watching this. But tell me something. बहुत time पहले, बहुत साल पहले आपने दामाद श्री की बात की थी. You know, you began with putting out a booklet, but where is that Damad Shri today? He is not behind bars.
See, the investigation companies, the investigation agencies are doing their job. The Honorable Court has to take the action, and which is why I am saying the Honorable Court in this Manish Sisodia's case also, Sharab Ghotala case also, it is so much evident that a trail of 338 crore corruption, there is an establishment of that, and which is why this is the 6th time, Deepthi, that Manish Sisodia has been denied the bail. It is a very serious allegation. The investigation agencies commit. They say that, you know, the charges, the allegations which has been made against the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, deputy chief ministers and other ministers, that is so much credible. This is not something we can just leap out the question. It is something very serious because, like I said, the people who were swearing on their honesty has completely dismissed the governance of truth. This is what has happened, and it is not, like you said, you'd asked this from the co-panelists, but I'd like to say that yes, Arvind Kejriwal is the kingpin. These are just the pawns. These are just the people he's been using for his corruption. I cannot believe that a superpower of Aam Aadmi Party, who's Arvind Kejriwal apparently.
But they say Arvind Kejriwal is getting under your skin. He's getting under the skin of the BJP, and that is why you're out there to target him and his small little party that is just about 10 years old.
Dipti,
quickly, please.
I am coming to that. I am coming to that, Dipti. Dipti, you tell me as an anchor, you're a very senior anchor, a person who has to have a run every time to different political parties, despite of the fact that he's been telling since so many years that I'm not going to, you know, join hands with any political party. But every season we see a new coalition of him forming so desperately. Why do you think that he'll be under our skin? It is so much evident that he's the one who has been corrupt. His vision was completely to do corruption. His vision was completely to do, you know, fill his own bags instead of doing the development of Delhi. He has always been lying. He is the one who has been swearing false. Obviously, he cannot get onto the skin of or under the skin of Bharatiya Janata Party. He is somebody who is very cunning, very smart.
Okay, Arvind Kejriwal still says Manish Sisodia is the Bhagat Singh. Now, BJP says Arvind Kejriwal is the kingpin.
Oh my God, that is the most funniest thing.
We'll let the viewers, the voters decide, but only fair. I give Akashdeep only 5 seconds. Akashdeep, I've run out of time. Only 5 seconds.
This is a disrespect to Bhagat.
5 seconds, Akashdeep, quickly.
Deepti ji, very interesting that my co-panel said that all the corrupt people should go behind bars. Ajit Pawar, as per our Honorable Pradhan Mantri ji, was corrupt previously, 7,500 crore scam. So, as per my BJP colleague is saying
But
that,
Akashdeep, there is a difference. There is a difference if you raise issues as political parties. But this is the court. Like I said, the court has said something about Manish Sisodia, the 338 crores that you have not responded to. Mr. Mecca, Mr. Vivek have given you full support for corruption, they say. But we'll see where the story goes. Nikat Abbas and all gentlemen, thank you so much. Dekhte hain story aage kaha jayegi. Thank you so much for your time. On the other side, we head into a break.